Okay, so gates open. Let's take the Cav in and see what sort of carnage we can cause in their back line. Try and kill off some reinforcing people or something like that. Ooh, bit of your left. Bit of your left. What? Oh no! Oh no! What? We have my cavalry! They got locked out! Hey boys and girls, it's KnightStalker here. Welcome along today to Little Fjord. I think that's how you say it anyway. Check it out. Today we're going to bring the Pavise crossbows to defend the A and B point. We're going to take the domain pikes to sort of mess with all the cavalry around the central area of the map, which is going to be really important because we're going to see a lot of cavalry at the moment with the cataphract lancers doing their thing. And lastly, we're going to take the Falconetti Gunners because I don't take this unit very often, and I'd like to try it out up on the top unit there and do some counterfire into things like units of Modau, hopefully Imperial Archers, Namcan Archers, that sort of thing. They are our favourite food, so that's really where we're going to go with that today. So, looking down the list, we've got a whole lot of poleaxes, that's worth noting. Probably not worth engaging directly with your hero when you see several of those in the front line. But, you know, we've got 2 ranged units out of 3, so it shouldn't be the biggest problem for us. Right, let's get straight on board. Very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and put them over here. I'd usually put them in a little clump, but lately I've taken to leaving my ranged units not in tightly packed areas. Can't sort of... What if we open them up like that? We're going to get trebbed like this, unfortunately, I think, because trebs can land pretty close to that wall. Oh well, if we have to put them in a line, we have to put them in a line. What are the enemy doing? Fairly standard couple at B, most at A. I'll just go and sit up in this area here. Now, I can't go up in there and fight them because that would be, well, pretty much suicide. So I'll just sort of hover around here and just look dangerous, you know. I'm just going to look menacing. So, you know, what they're saying is that if you come down here, you're going to have to fight. So if they're not prepared to fight me, they're going to have to stay up there. And given at this point that they haven't got the gate down and haven't got any units up on the wall, are they building siege? They are. Interesting. And they're all together as a group. These guys have obviously queued together, because artillery is most effective when it's in groups. What is this? This guy's using as outriders, as cannon fodder. He just lost an entire unit of cavalry to protect his cannon? What the? I'm a little confused by this. We're going to start taking cannon fire. So this is exactly what you should be doing with artillery, massing it. Artillery is far, far more effective when there's more than one firing. And that's usually something you'd see more like in competitive games or territory war or something. Well, we'll just end his life nice and easily. Just pick him off. And I don't like this much at all. Let's just push back. We've got the Imperial Spear Guard here, which is a fantastic unit to have on this, in the start of this map. Very, very effective. Those guys, you know, the ballistas will kill them, but the cannons and things won't. There's too many of them and not enough for me. We haven't lost any of the Pavise yet, and I'd like to keep it that way. So we'll just send them back real quick while we've got lots of units lying around here. And hopefully either our team will sort of push up and destroy the artillery, or alternatively they'll run out of ammunition by the time we're back. So that's kind of the plan. In the meantime, we're just going to try and support these Imperial Spear Guard as much as we can with as much healing as we can. Oh, this is a savage, savage artillery assault. It's very, very effective. Very effective. En masse like that is crazy. Might need to go up there and take a dive on the arty, actually, to be perfectly fair. Looks like our team's already on it, though. Yeah, look at them, swarming like bumblebees. Like, you shot your artillery at us? Did you? Good job, friends. Okay, so... That looks pretty dangerous. We better start thinking about that. Because everybody's up attacking that artillery. We got here. These guys are no risk to me as a longsword. Spear sergeants are just not, don't do enough damage. As you can see, I'm not taking anything from them. Very, very little damage. Little to no damage. Get away from me, you filthy. Go on, what are you going to do, huh? What are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? Okay, so A looks safe. Let's bring up the crossbows, maybe? Yeah, this is looking serious. We better bring them up, even at risk of getting them tribbed or killed. Those Moda should be embraced against those cavalry, but that's life. Not everybody does it that way, I guess. Let's open up a bit and start pumping into these Keshiks, and oh, we'll just snipe off a hero. But these Keshiks are going to die. We don't want them anywhere near our Pavise. And just look at the slaughter. Look at the absolute massacre. Taking A again. Nope, good. We'll continue to help defend B at this point. These pole axes everywhere. Look at this guy. Look at him. That's cheeky. Nothing much I can do about him. It's not a bad tactic sending the peasants in to soak up shots first, but you have to have the units to, you know, come in behind them. Oh, look at this guy. He's made a fatal mistake. Surprise, friend. It never ceases to amaze me how many people forget that a longsword will knock you off your horse and stun you. Never mind. The more people who don't worry about that, the better it is for me. A lot of heroes here. He's going to get murdered if he's not careful. I don't want to get hit by the cav though, so we'll just sidestep the cavalry. Bit of smooth moves there. We'll just dance it a bit. We don't want to fight the Iron Reapers though. If they get too close, we might have to pull back. Yes, we are. So, we're reaping a very, very grim harvest on the enemy at the moment with this unit. Very, very grim. The amount of damage that we're stacking out is ridiculous. We're over here. B is being slightly captured. There's 2 minutes left to go. Will they retard marksman or something? Don't have to worry about that at all. Let's go back across and help defend B, because that is a big, big push coming that way. You've really, really got to watch your map in these sort of situations. Just spread out so we're not too bunched up and start absolutely smashing people in the back. Oh, now these guys have a lot of burst damage, but they don't do any damage whatsoever when they're lying down, so we'll just CC them, and then we'll start pumping into the Iron Reapers at point blank range. Now look at this. The obvious thing to do here is to move your unit away. But I'm not going to do that, because these Iron Reapers and these two poleaxes have forgotten that they're supposed to be capturing the point and that they have about 1 minute left. I don't want to hurt them too bad, because they might pull back to their team, and I just want them busy here, shall we say. So that was, I mean, they killed a few Pavise crossbows, but they're going to lose the game because they weren't helping their team push the point. Your mom, boy. Ah, yes. Pikes, eh? They're so effective at sniping other people's kills. They can't get any of their own, so they're going to snipe other people's. And at this point, the game is pretty much over. I cannot see, even if they get to the point right now, them being effective. So we'll just tank the damage from the Grand Pass. Hopefully we got some. There we go. And should we bring up the Pavise? It'll probably get them killed. Probably get them killed, but we'll bring them up and see if we can get some extra kills. Here comes, so we've got Imperial Archers, Keshiks. As those, I think I saw an Imperial Pike Guard on there too. They've got 3 absolutely amazing units that they didn't use to push the point when it was available to be pushed. And that is the reason. Stuff like this is how you lose games, right? Imperial Pike Guard, Keshiks and Imperial Archers were not used to push the point when they were down on time. Well, foolish mistakes like that cost games. Nothing simpler. I think we played really well with the Pavise there. What do you reckon? Yeah? We got some free stuff anyway. I like free stuff, especially Signaculums, because I'm going to do a video on those soon. We killed 26 Iron Reapers. That's beautiful. 6 Keshiks, a few pikes and some odds and ends. We got some money for our troubles. These sovereign notes count as sovereigns when you're buying stuff in the store. 1 for 53. Well, it's not bad. It was a very, very quick game. We sort of came middle of the field. We didn't die, but we definitely did our best to help defend those 2 points, and we relocated backwards and forwards pretty effectively. Not much to say with such a quick game. They completely failed to capture the early points, and that's because they did not use the correct units. I hope you learned something new, or you just enjoyed the battle. Thanks so much for coming to my channel.